Okay, now it's totally cured. Everything looks pretty good. I was just checking it out, and I have a couple little things that I missed before it's set up. The only thing I didn't give you in your kit that you're going to need is possibly, like I need right now, is some sandpaper. 150 grit. You don't necessarily need it if you do a real nice job, but if you find the imperfection that you just don't like, or it doesn't quite make the transition smooth enough, just go ahead and sand it. I got a little spot over here that I don't like too much. It's just got a little bump that I missed. So I'm going to sand that out. This material sands very easy. It's very strong, sands good, paints well. It's a great little material. And you have about roughly half your stick left after this. What I've done here, I've got half the stick left. So if you have to go back through, do some more blending, you have plenty of material. It's a real good stuff, and you can use it around the house as well. Okay, I've gone ahead and sanded up any little imperfections that I had. I want to make sure I'm just going to brush this off. You can use a rag or whatever. Make sure there's no grit from the sandpaper or any dust. And we'll be ready to paint this. One thing I didn't mention about this epoxy putty also is if you have a broken point, a broken brow tine, anything that happens repairing that point, and you can take wood stain, which I like to use like a walnut color to actually blend it in. So it works for other things also. So go ahead and try those out. Touch up paint and shake it up really well for a minute or so. All mixed up good. You want to apply this with long overlapping strokes. So first get this center section, get that suture covered. And it generally takes 2 coats to get this done to where you really like it. But go ahead and fill that suture up good. Now start working out from that with long strokes. Just keep going back and forth, keeping it wet. You don't want to let it dry, otherwise start pulling. And we'll go back and forth. And be careful around the base of the antlers. We don't want to get the burrs, we don't want to get paint up in the burr. Just want to barely go around it. Like I said, it'll take about 2 coats to get this covered real nice. Go ahead and get those sutures good. Okay, now we can just go ahead and keep filling it up. Like I said, be careful with the burrs. You don't want to get paint on the actual antler itself. Well, we're waiting for this to dry. Here's one thing I'd like to do is show you. This is just a white latex adhesive caulk, and one step that's optional. It's something you can do if you like. I personally like to do it. Is where the pieces of the skull join together. If there's any gaps or anything that I don't like, or around the antler pedicles, anything that just doesn't look quite right, you want to fill a little gap, then this a white latex caulk works really good. Just go ahead and apply it in along the joints here. Any places you have an imperfection, something that you don't like, go ahead and put it in there. Just wipe off the excess. It'll dry a nice flat white finish just like your skull, and it really finishes out your mountain ice. Like I said, it's optional, but it sure just puts that extra detail to it. About an hour, and I've just started applying the final coat. So you want to let it dry about an hour between coats. That way you get the best coverage. If you try to do it too quickly, it'll just it won't cover as well. It'll start softening up the paint you just went over and basically pulling it off the material you just painted. So go ahead and give it an hour plus per coat, and then you can keep putting wet coats on, let it dry, and generally 2 coats is going to be enough. The more coat, you got plenty of paint. You could actually paint the whole skull if you wanted to. It's and wherever you want to blend it in, you can blend it in just in the middle of the forehead. You can blend it into the first suture line across the top of the skull there. You can come all the way down to the nose. Wherever it seems to work best for you is fine. You got plenty of paint. Just go ahead and get it covered a second time with a nice wet coat, and you should be ready to hang it. Hi, as you can see, our skull dried up real nice. It was flattened down to a nice bone finish, and it looks real good. Came out nice. Between our record keeper model, the Skull Master, and the shed spreader, we have pretty much all your antler mounting needs taken care of. So I appreciate your interest in mountain bike reproduction products, and good luck out there. Look for our new product coming soon, which is the Realtree model APG finish. It's a really attractive way to mount your antlers, and it really stands out, gives it a different look, and I think every trophy room would definitely benefit from having one of these hanging on your wall. I put one in mine and I really like it. So look for these products coming soon. Our slogan that Ralph of Archer's Choice came up with, no beetles, no boiling, no mess, I think that really says it. It's a simple way of getting the message across that our products are easy to use, they're clean, they're cost effective, and you can enjoy your trophy really quickly, and it'll let memories last a lifetime. They're built very well, they'll last for many, many years. So thanks again for your interest in mountain bike reproductions, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you.